Guys, it says Boris Johnson's on getting more police back on the streets. So I think this is a very interesting idea what Boris Johnson is doing, making the streets safer, stops the knife crime and gun shooting and stabbings and murders and robbings in London. Let's hope Boris Johnson sticks to his word. He did this video 3 days ago, Boris Johnson, so I'm bringing it up to light on YouTube now, so we're going to play the video. Nope. Not the police phone.
Absolutely crucial development in policing. We need safer streets in our country. We need to be getting crime down. We've done very well in some respects, but too many crime types have been going in the wrong direction, and we can crack it. We've cracked it before, and the answer is, I think that you need strong, visible policing, and people contest this sometimes. And I remember having arguments 11 or 12 years ago with distinguished officers of the Met when Kit and I arrived in City Hall. They said, well, we can do it all, we don't need the numbers to be quite so high, we could get crime down with fewer men and women out on the streets. And I said, no, I think it's vital that we have visible policing, visible neighbourhood policing. So that's why I'm delighted that we're going to have 20,000 more police out on the street, and we're going to need a way of recruiting them. We need a way of making sure that we hold them to account for their performance. We make sure that there is a way that the Home Secretary, the British, can help to drive performance of the police together with Kit and others. And that's why I think it's such a good idea that we are today creating the National Policing Force. It's a very, very important development, the male fist of really when it comes to delivering policing. SAG is going to provide the money. This is policy. And he's quite right. We will find the money, and we will get it done in the course of the next 3 years. And we will also find some money for kit, not that kit, but equipment, for technology, and all the other resources that our wonderful police need. 2 further points. It's absolutely vital that in backing the police we give them 2 things. That is the legal protections and facilities that they need to do their job. And I believe passionately that the police need to have the security of the law when it comes to doing things that are emotionally difficult and challenging, such as stop and search. And that's why we want to review the best use of stop and search, so to give officers the confidence they need and that they will be protected when they do stop and search. It's absolutely crucial that we back the police legally, and even more important, last point, it's vital that we give the police political protection. I believe very, very strongly that the police deserve the encouragement and support of politicians to do their jobs. They need political top cover. Police have to do very difficult, sometimes very dangerous things. They keep us safe. They run towards danger, not away from it. They need politicians who back them up. And that's what they'll get from this government, and I hope they'll get that from this National Policing Board.
Well, very interesting what Boris Johnson's just said on that. I mean, that was 3 days ago of his speech. Let's have a look and see if we can find anything else. Got an itchy beard. I've had a shave before. It's a shame what happened to Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife, Beth. If you've ever seen Dog the Bounty Hunter program before, and you like your police cars and your car chasing and your criminals program, this is Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's talking about making the 48 hours offer suspect. I'll play it now.
Aloha, thank you very much for taking interest in.
I used to watch a lot of Dog the Bounty Hunter series of TV programs. It was very good with Beth and the family, and it's on Fox News 31 2 News.
Well, it's important for me to be here because it's our building. It was actually my wife's. And my message to the guy is, if you turn yourself in the next 48 hours, I will not press charges. And I will try to get you probation, a job, and any kind of addiction that you're off of. because me and you got a special connection now. But if you don't, there'll be no mercy. I'm not O.J. Simpson, so I'm not going to do this myself. We're Colorado. I've been across the nation capturing fugitives, and Colorado, especially this county, is one of the greatest, some of the best cops in the country. They work overtime without getting paid. And they do a lot of stuff without getting paid. So they've already got some really good leads, really, really good leads. So guys got 48 hours to call me and just, ask for forgiveness. And of course, I'll do that. Well, you want to be evil about it, of course. But like I said, O.J. Simpson set precedents on it, so you don't want to be like that. But one thing I'm confident is I believe a lot in the Bible. And the Bible says when you steal from the dead, that's an unforgivable sin. So not only I and the police officers here are looking, but so is God. So, this is not a horrendous crime because there's children probably kidnapped today in Colorado and ladies hurt, but, this hits home pretty bad. There's a lot of merchandise gone. There is toilet paper and stuff like that stolen. I had a wife years ago that took my light bulbs. So it kind of reminds me of, it's very sad. No, we had just canceled our insurance because we planned on moving to another location. We've had this 15 years. Like I said, it was Beth, so we just canceled. We were doing inventory as this was going on, so thank God we've got a list because the cops have been here trying to see who was inside the building when usually it's only open during the day. So we've got a list. A lot of stuff is missing. Well, Beth, I had a lot of Beth's bounty gear here, and all that's gone. Some of her personal stuff was here. All that's gone. Well, that's why I picked Colorado to be one of my homes. I hate to say this, but they interviewed one of my friends named Red the other day, and we've known each other since he was 9 years old. And they asked Red, how is Dog now that he's famous? And Red said, listen, he's been a legend in his own mind since we were 9 years old. He hasn't changed a bit.
Be nice to see another series of Dog the Bounty Hunter, if they ever make a new one or do. I think they made 4 seasons of Dog the Bounty Hunter if you've never seen it before, guys. It's a bit like you've seen CSI or a completely different story, or NSI. I mean, not everybody likes cop crime series, but this was good, the Bounty Hunter.
Well, my youngest daughter's in college in Pueblo here, so she got a Facebook notice that the window had been broken, so immediately we called the local PD, Edgewater, and they'd already known it, and they were trying to get a hold of me as I was trying to get a hold of them. So I hoped that they had just broke in to get a drink of water, and then this is the first time I seen it, and there's a lot of things right now in my life that I'm trying to get that picture out of my mind. You can imagine what the others are. So, only time, I guess, does healing. So, the good outweighs the bad, though. Well, I'm half Apache, so I cry a lot. And so I cried. Well, being not a cable network we're on, I can't use the words I'd like to say. And I've trusted these cops for 35 years. And I keep hearing God tell me, put your faith in the cops and don't do nothing yourself. So thank you all very much. Love you all. Love you very much. Thank you. Aloha, Colorado. God bless the Denver Broncos. Broncos. I get sick, dog? Sure. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm sorry for your loss, dog.
Well, that was a very good speech from Dog the Bounty Hunter. You know, very good speech. Breaking news, police say a child thrown from a tall building in the UK 4 hours ago.
There's just time to bring you more now on that developing story this evening that a teenager has been arrested on suspicion of murder after a 6-year-old boy was thrown from a 10th floor viewing platform at the Tate Modern Gallery in London. The child was airlifted to hospital in a critical condition. Police say there's nothing to suggest.
The world we live in can be so wicked at times, guys. You guys can all see.
Our reporter Ali Fortescue is at the Tate Modern for us this evening. Tell us more, Ali.
Yeah, so it was about 6:40 this afternoon that the Metropolitan Police were called here to the Tate Modern to report that a 6-year-old child, had been thrown from a height. Now, as you say, police say that child is now in a critical condition.
Says teenager been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after a child was thrown at the 10th floor of a hospital.
From the 10th floor viewing platform, which you can see right at the top of the Tate Britain behind me, and police say that he was then found on the
Central London. This was.
Roof. People on Twitter have said that they saw a child trapped between the two buildings here. Now the Tate Modern remains closed for the rest of the day. They say that parts of the building were on lockdown, parts of the building were evacuated following the incident. This obviously is one of the busiest tourist hotspots in London. Undoubtedly, on a sunny Sunday afternoon, would have had thousands of visitors, would have been packed out with visitors. And Met Police, as you say, have arrested a 17-year-old on suspicion of murder. They say there's nothing to suggest that the 17-year-old knew the family or the 16-year-old child, and they're asking anyone with any information to contact them.
Okay, Ali, thanks very much indeed. We'll have more on that developing picture in the next hour. As Ali was saying, that breaking news this evening that a 17-year-old has been arrested for attempted murder of an unknown to him 6-year-old boy thrown from the Tate Modern in London.
What is wrong with these people in the head sometimes? People say I've got problems and issues, but people that just do that deliberately just to upset another person. Trump has no plans in our country. That's what I'm going to be watching next.
I want to extend our condolences to the people of El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio. They're incredible people, and they've been through a lot. I just want to also thank.
That's Trump's daughter on the left. Donald Trump's. Town, New Jersey. Morriston Town, New Jersey.
As bad as it was, it could have been so much worse. I just have to thank them. The job they've done is incredible.
Trump speaks following of the mass shooting in El Paso, Texas.
In less than a minute. Think of the damage he did in such a
CN News.
time. In less than a minute, the law enforcement acted and killed him. And it would have been unbelievable. It was horrible, but it would have been so much worse. It could have been so much worse. I just want to say that these are two incredible places. We love the people. Hate has no place in our country, and we're going to take care of it. I spoke with Attorney General Bill Barr at length. I spoke to Christopher Wray, Director of the FBI. Spoke to the governors, both governors, and we're doing a lot of work. A lot of people are working right now, a lot of law enforcement people and others.
members of Congress about whatever we can do, and a lot of things are being done right now as we speak. I'll be making a statement tomorrow sometime, but just on behalf of our First Lady and myself, condolences to all. We have to get it stopped. This has been going on for years and years in our country. We have to get it stopped. So thank you very much, and I will be making a statement tomorrow at about 10 o'clock, and I'll see you there. Thank you all very much. We're talking to a lot of people, and a lot of things are in the works, and a lot of good things. And we have done much more than most administrations, and it's not really not talked about very much, but we've done actually a lot. But perhaps more has to be done. But this is also a mental illness problem. If you look at both of these cases, this is mental illness. These are really people that are very, very seriously mentally ill. So a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are happening right now. And I will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Thank you.
All right, the President of the United States, along with the First Lady Melania Trump, returning from a weekend in New Jersey, saying he will have a statement tomorrow at 10 o'clock, saying that there is a mental illness problem here. And he says in that statement that he'll be making, he didn't allude to how much further he'd be extrapolating on the conversations he says he has had with lawmakers, with both governors of Texas and Ohio, and of course his conversation with the Attorney General William Barr and the FBI Director Chris Wray. And that's all we got from the president. He says, however, that hate has no place in our country. And of course, he, in concert with the rest of America, this was very horrible what has transpired in these two states in the last 24 hours. All right, Caitlin Collins joining us now from the White House. So, Caitlin, the statement coming from the president tomorrow, he alludes to that. In what form might we expect that?
The president is on his way back to the White House, so we would expect it from here. We knew that aides were not tracking any kind of Oval Office address from the president tonight, but of course the question is going to be, what is it that the president is planning on saying tomorrow? You heard him say there that hate has no place in the country, but he said he believes this is an issue that revolves around mental health. That is something he brought up multiple times there at the end with reporters. One phrase he did not say was anything about white nationalism or white supremacy. Of course, that has been the focus of that shooting that happened in El Paso at that Walmart, as there have been questions not only from Democratic presidential candidates tying the president's rhetoric directly to an attack like that, especially Beto O'Rourke, who did as much in an interview with Jake Tapper this morning, where he said he does believe President Trump is a white nationalist. That's something you've seen aides and allies of the president push back on today, including from his own acting chief of staff, Mick Mulvaney, who said the president's rhetoric about immigrants and rhetoric overall should not be blamed for this shooting. He also talked about mental health during those interviews, and that is something that it seems like the White House is going to be focusing on. Now, of course, the president said he did speak with the Attorney General Bill Barr at length and the FBI Director Christopher Wray. Christopher Wray, who we know has testified in front of Congress that he does believe white nationalism is on the rise and that it is a growing threat in this country, which is something the president himself has downplayed in the Oval Office at several points. One occasion in particular when he said he did not see it as a growing threat to this country. Now, the president was asked questions by several reporters there, but he did not go into detail beyond just saying that he is going to make that statement tomorrow, and that he has been talking to members of Congress about what to do in wake of these two shootings that happened just hours apart. And that's what's going to be interesting. What route is the president
White
going to
House.
take there? And is it going to be one that he sticks by? Because you'll remember after
Where
the
Obama
shooting,
was,
the president has
and
raised
Bush,
things like
when
banning
you get Donald
assault
Trump,
weapons, raising the minimum age to purchase some of those assault weapons from 18 to 21.
JF Kennedy.
Statements that the president later backed off of after he met with several top NRA officials here at the White House. Even though he said he wasn't scared of the NRA, he implied that several lawmakers on Capitol Hill were. So that's the question going forward, if the president is going to propose any kind of legislation about that, whether or not he's going to call on Congress to come back to town, because as you noted, Fred, they're of course out of town on recess right now. So that is going to be something that people are looking for tomorrow when the president does make an address, which he said is going to be around 10 o'clock over here in the Eastern time zone.
All right, and of course we'll all be looking, watching, and awaiting any more detail on that. Caitlin Collins from the White House, thank you so much.
Interesting. Can see what else is on the TV and can film it. The world we live in sometimes, eh? This is the shooting when it happened in... Let's have a look. Got an itchy nose. So you can hear the gunshots. The nose is a bit sore.
Dude. What?
Didn't show very much there, did it? Even though it is a very hurtful thing what happened. Dead people every... There it is. There it is, guys. This is very horrible and horrific. If you guys don't like people shooting people or violence, suggest you look away then with the video. So basically, as we're looking here, is it going to be loading? 2 seconds. I need to get a rough idea of how many. Let's see. 2 minutes, guys. I'm just trying to... Okay, so basically, there was a mass shooting downtown Oklahoma, OI, has left 27 people injured at last 9 dead, including the gunman. So, okay. People are screaming and shouting and worried, and they don't know what's going on. People want to survive, they don't know if they're going to make it home.
So we looking around, we didn't know what it was. It didn't sound like a familiar sound. And the buildings around here made it kind of echo off. And then you hear a second boom, and then after that, it's complete rapid fire.
Oh.
Bruh, there's just dead people on the roads everywhere, bruh. There's dead people on the road everywhere, bruh.
There's some silly people in the world, guys, as you can see here. People just want to have a nice time out, have a laugh, have fun, and they get people killed and shot just for going out. What is this world coming to? That is ridiculous. There's playing video games and killing people on video games, but in real life, there's consequences for your actions. But people don't seem to understand that. They think they can just do what they want, go around killing people, hurting people, and harming people in real life. And there's always going to be a consequence for that. Moving on for that, another interesting video of the British military dog, Afghanistan. I don't know if there's a war still in Afghanistan, but it says this is what the title was about it. Dogs help find out bombs and drugs and stuff, don't they?
Hi, my name's Piper Morgan. This is a dog section at Camp Carga. I'm about to show you around. This is where the dogs stay. This is Ruby's kennel and Dolly's kennel. Put a mattress in front for a bit of extra comfort. We've recently done up the kennels, made it a bit brighter for the dogs to stay. We put some buntings on and we've put flags up on the walls. As you can see here, this is all the flags that we've done for the kennels, just to make it a better environment for them all to stay in. This is Woody's kennel. Then this is Tracy's.
Let's talk about the dog kennels that are in Iraq. and making them up nice and smart and fancy for the for the dogs to be happy. If you're an animal person, you love animals, this is your type of video.
We've been teamed together for about a year now. Her job here is to work down the MEP. So she searches all the vehicles that come into the camp every morning, and any taskings that require a vehicle search dog. She's 3 years old, and she's a really good vehicle search dog, to be fair. We got really attached to each other quite quickly. First couple of months, she worked really well.
The dog looks like it's having fun.
Looking at hopefully rehoming her after this tour, or when she retires. Hopefully she'll come and live with me. It's just so much happier with the dog around. The morale for everyone. Even when you see the lads like get the dog over, they come and see the dogs just so I can feel a bit more at home. Yeah, it's great fun.
This is my dog Woody. He's an ambulance search dog. He's 4.5 years old. I've had him for about 2.5 years, coming up to 3 years. He searches a wide range of explosives and different types of firearms. Finished? Yeah, good boy. So the different training we do, we've got different types of explo out. We place them out in certain
Talking
areas,
about how he trains his dogs in the army.
Yeah, the search open areas, roofs, buildings, and vehicles. This is my military working dog, Dolly. See? She absolutely loves football. So she's a arms explosive search dog. Our primary role out here is to provide QRF and also force protection for the surrounding AO. So she can search for all manner of things, including explosives, ammunition, weapon parts as well. We predominantly work around different areas, routes, and anything that we kind of need to search or feel that the company needs to search for high assurance. We've actually managed to bond really quickly. She's a very lovely dog. As you can see, she's very friendly. She's pretty well known around the camp now for enjoying her belly rubs, and she likes to get in the way of joggers and runners as they're going around camp. But they absolutely love her, and we love having her here. We've got the facilities here to be able to maintain them really well. And they do have a really nice life. They've got the pool, they have us.
Dogs are living the luxury.
All the dogs get on, and I think they have a fantastic life out here, work life, and plenty of play time as well. And it's really nice to see them happy in an operational environment.
Wow, that was a very interesting video, guys. Extremely interesting. What the dogs get to in Afghanistan and stuff. Thinking about a lot of things today, guys. My brain is somewhere else. I'm always going to keep making videos for you guys, and that's what I like to do. There was a protest again in Hong Kong, as you guys have heard of that. It's still kicking off there. PlayStation's just crashed. The screen's just gone all... Let's look here. Trying to find it. It annoys me when the PlayStation decides to just freeze sometimes and doesn't work properly. Like it's doing now. It's bloody awkward. I don't know if you guys got the same thing when you have a PlayStation, Xbox, a PC, and it decides to freeze on you when you're trying to explain things on your phone. Going back into YouTube, see. The world we live in, eh? The world we live in. I should probably leave it at that in this video, guys. Hope you've all enjoyed it. Drop a like, drop a comment, share it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thank you for joining me. Peace.